Recruiting season is in full effect for Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs, who have another giant list of visitors coming to town this weekend for an official visit. Earlier this week, I made a video talking about the top targets on offense who will be in town, but this weekend is all about defense, and there's plenty of elite defenders who are going to be in Athens this weekend. And I think the Dogs have some ground to make up for. So that's what I'm going to talk about in today's video, talking about which top targets on defense will be in town for a big official visit. Of course, they kicked off the month of June last weekend with a crazy amount of official visitors, and this weekend is not going to be any different. It's going to be a huge weekend in Athens. So let's dig into it, right? The first guy I want to talk about is the highest rated target who will be in town, and that's DJ Picket. 5-star cornerback. He's the number 2 cornerback prospect in the country, number 6 overall prospect. And I think Georgia's got some ground to make up here. I think they're behind a couple of other schools, Miami, LSU, maybe some other schools. So he does like Georgia. He's been in Athens before, I believe in the spring, either March or February, but long, athletic, tremendous ball skills, 6'4", 180, looks the part, looks like he could play college football, this fall and make an impact. He's a big deal, and this is a guy that Georgia, needs to really impress if they want to get some momentum in his recruitment. Fantastic player, played on both sides of the ball last year down in Florida. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name of the high school. You know what? Let's give it a try. Zephyr Hills, something. I don't know. I probably butchered that, but that's okay. Either way, at wide receiver, he got 52 passes for just over 1,000 yards and 15 touchdowns. Defensively, he showed his elite cover skills, 31 tackles, 1 interception, 1 forced fumble. No one threw his way, right, for a reason. Big deal, and a guy that Georgia would love to get some momentum with. Dijon Lee is another 5-star cornerback that I think is going to be in town. I did not include him in my story over on Dog Post because I want to hear it from him again. He's in my notes as being there this weekend, but I want to hear it from him. If I do, I'll have another update on Dog Post. But again, the list of official visitors, you can read all of it over on the website. That's where the real scoop is, okay? I'm not going to give you everything in this video because I want y'all to head over to Dog Post to read the insider scoop that we've got, making you a smarter Georgia fan. That's my job. That's what we're trying to do. Now, the next I want to talk about, a 4-star edge defender from out of state that I think could be a 5-star when the final rankings are out. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But first, collegebronze.com. Listen, Father's Day is in a week and a half. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday. If you don't have a gift yet, it's right here, okay? You will be the favorite son, the favorite daughter for the rest of the year. If you get your dad or grandfather or son this Bulldog statue right here, don't miss out on the discount, okay? Promo code DOGPOST, DAWGPOST. All the information is in the description below in this video. Get yours today so you can have it by Father's Day, right? If you're looking for a gift, I got you. I got you covered. It's right here. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's great. Look at this dude. He goes anywhere. You're going to absolutely love it. Best Bulldog statue on the market. Don't forget the discount, okay? Promo code DOGPOST. Everything's in the description below. Moving on. Marion Dye, 4-star edge from Indiana. They don't really pump out a ton of guys from Indiana, but this dude, I've been told, is higher on Georgia's board than people think. He's ranked as the number 22 edge defender, number 164 overall. He's a lot better than that. Size, speed, athleticism, 6'5", 260 on the edge, just a powerful guy. I mean, he certainly looks the part. Excuse me. Big deal as I try to get my words out this morning. Ohio State, Tennessee, I think are the teams involved the most, but this is a big visit. I think if Georgia has a successful visit with him and his family and shows that they can turn him into a dynamic defender who could be a possible first-round pick, I think he's that good. I think the staff thinks he's that good. Would not surprise me all to see Georgia jump into that top 3 and maybe get some momentum with him after this official visit. So as far as, from what I've gathered, he does plan to be in town for an official visit, and that is big. He's a guy that Georgia fans may not know a ton about, but he's a big deal. Ty Jackson, 4-star linebacker from Florida. He's going to be in town. Georgia already has 2 verbal commitments at middle linebacker. Zayden Walker, the 5-star they got yesterday that I told y'all all about. I told y'all he planned to make a decision in July, but it wouldn't surprise me if he did a lot sooner. Boom, it happened. I'm not going to pat myself on the back because I'm extremely humble, but you knew that was coming because y'all are, loyal watchers of this video and our content. So you knew all about that. But Ty Jackson is the number 6 linebacker prospect, number 76 overall prospect in the country. 135 tackles, 6'2", 200, can run, can hit, Seminole Ridge, Florida. So if this guy wants to jump on board, I think he's too good for Georgia to say, no thanks, we've already got 2 on board. So there's several linebackers that I think you need to keep an eye on. If you're a Georgia fan, Jaden Perlotti's taking other visits. He might open things up. And that's where you need to know about Ty Jackson and another guy, Tavian Wallace. Wayne County, Georgia's in his top 4. I wrote a story about him over on Dog Post, so you can read more details over there. But he's the number 58 overall prospect in the country, number 3 linebacker in the country. He's an in-state guy from, again, Wayne County. I think Florida State and Florida are teams that have really pushed for him. But if Georgia says, hey, we want to take you, we want to push for you, I think they have a real chance of landing him, especially if Jaden Perlotti, if they don't feel comfortable with his commitment right now, they think he could open things up. They're going to push for another linebacker, possibly 2. Tavian Wallace is an in-state guy that, we'll see if this visit goes well and he feels like Georgia's making him a priority. I could definitely see Georgia shooting up his list of schools and maybe things changing. 4-star edge Jared Smith. This is an interesting one because I saw him play in person. I saw him participate at the Under Armour camp in February down at Carrollton High School. And I was not impressed. I know he's ranked very high as the number 5 edge defender, number 41 prospect in the country. But I watched him just go through some drills. I didn't see the twitch. I didn't see the explosiveness. I'm not super high on him. I'm not sure he's Georgia good. The staff may feel different. He's been a long-time target, but I've been told that schools like South Carolina and others are making him more of a priority than Georgia is. There's a lot of talented edge defenders out there that I think, and I've been told here and there, not by a ton of sources, just by some, that Jared Smith is not their top guy. They already have one edge commitment that you could read all about over on Dog Post. There's a recent story that I wrote this week on their one edge commitment. You can read more about him. But there's a lot of other edge guys that I think may be higher on Georgia's board than Jared Smith. He'll be in town for an official visit. 6'6", 235. I'm not personally sold on him as a player, but we'll see if Georgia continues to push for him. But I think others are pushing for him a little bit more. Eric Windor, 4-star safety from South Alabama. He's going to be in town. He's the number 8 safety prospect, the number 65 overall prospect. His stock has soared this spring. A lot of new offers that he got, I believe, in March, April, even before that. And Georgia was one of those offers. So he's a defensive back to keep an eye on from Alabama. I think Auburn is the team to beat right now. But again, that could absolutely change with a big successful visit to Athens this weekend. And if Georgia says, hey, you're one of our guys, we want you on board, and they push for commitment, I think Auburn might be in trouble there. So Eric Winters is a 4-star safety from South Alabama to keep an eye on. Christian Garrett, 4-star defensive lineman from nearby Athens, Bogart High School, Prince Avenue Christian. He helped lead the Wolverines to a 2nd consecutive single A title last year. He made 86 tackles, 9 tackles for a loss, 5 sacks from the interior. Really big numbers. He's 6'4", 285. He's the number 10 defensive line prospect in the country, the number 128 overall prospect. So he's an in-state defensive lineman that I think Georgia fans need to keep an eye on. This could come down to Georgia and Clemson. And it wouldn't surprise me if Georgia took a commanding lead in his recruitment and maybe picked up his commitment. Right now, I believe that he is still expected to commit in July. I have him in my other notes. I don't have it right here. I'll need to go add this to the story. But he's a guy who I think could maybe make an earlier commitment if things go well this weekend. So he's a 4-star in-state defensive lineman to know about. An out-of-state defensive lineman who's going to be in town this weekend that Georgia fans, I don't think many really understand or know about. That's Charles House. He's a 3-star ranked. I don't have his ranking here. I meant to put it on there. And I'm reading from the story I have over on Dog Post. But 6'3", 300 pounds, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, and he's going to make a commitment on June 22nd. But I believe he is better than his 3-star ranking, and I think the Georgia staff doesn't care what he's ranked because he is a quick, powerful offensive lineman who, again, has plenty of size on the interior. Tennessee was trying to push for his commitment. They've been unable to do that publicly right now. I think they're a little worried if Georgia and Alabama start to make him more of a priority than they have. But he's going to be in town this weekend. It wouldn't surprise me at all if Georgia made a big impression on him. I still think Tennessee's probably the team to beat, but he's a 3-star defensive lineman that Georgia fans need to keep an eye on. And if he does jump on board, I'm telling you right now, he's better than that 3-star ranking. So just a few guys on defense that are going to be in town for an official visit this weekend. Again, you can read this story and the story I have written about the targets on offense over on Dog Post. So you can be a smarter Georgia fan, right? So get all the latest, the insider scoop, all the details are over on the website, so make sure you check that out. But again, get this Bulldog today if you're looking for a Father's Day gift. It's going to be here before you know it. Get it in time for Father's Day. Get it today. Discount promo code DOGPOST, DAWGPOST. Don't forget that discount. Get it today so it's in town for Father's Day. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you on the website.